Welcome back, everybody, to the Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty. And really, this is what we've been waiting for this entire dynasty. Getting to a national championship, trying to bring Purdue their first really clear national title. Never happened before. Looking for number one there and taking on the Florida Gators, who have struggled mightily here and now finally have reached their way back. Let's take a look at the journey they threw here in the championship. You got TCU, they took down 41-24. Then heading to number one, Clemson. Could you say that maybe we should have been number one? Who knows? I don't know. We're unbeaten. We're a Big Ten champion, whatever. They take down Clemson 42-35, and then take on Colorado, who had the Heisman Trophy winner, take them down 35-18 to reach this point to get to the national title. As for us, yeah, we took down Ohio State in a really competitive, very good game. And same thing with Georgia taking down the SEC champs who dominated Alabama. So very tough game, tough journey, just the two games to get here. Let's take a look at this Florida team. Davie Belfort, the senior quarterback, 40 touchdowns, over 4,000 yards. A fantastic season for the quarterback. Katie Daniels is going to be taking the Rock, 11 touchdowns, over 1,200 yards. Solid run game. And then the receiving game, obviously fantastic. You got Sterling Hayden over 1,000 yards, averaging almost 18 a catch, 15 touchdowns. Bobby Golden nearly 1,000 with 7 touchdowns. But the guy that led him in catches actually is Dennis Hooks. 80 grabs, only had 2 touchdowns. So he's probably your third down kind of go-to guy. Hayden being that, explosive playmaker. So we'll have to watch out for that. Defensively, man, Grant Bierman had over 114 total tackles, 3.5 sacks. I think he led him in picks with 6. And they got Rashad Minter with 12 sacks. Jalen Wiggins with 8. So up front, they can definitely get to you as well. But yeah, look at Bierman. We're going to have to watch out for him. 6 picks this season. Man, he has definitely had to won some awards for sure. But here we go. National championship game. Honestly, I wasn't sure if we were going to get to this point with how, tough recruiting is, how tough the Big Ten is. We kind of went backwards in season number 2, I believe. So I just wasn't quite sure where we're going to get to this point ever. But here we are. We finally built the team. Defense playing well. We got a solid quarterback. Running game is absolutely fantastic. Can it lead us to a national title? Can we get the job done? Kind of home field advantage here for Florida playing in Tampa Bay. So let's get it going. The national championship game is underway. We receive the ball first. We're just going to fair catch that. Start at the 25-yard line. And here we go. Here comes Klutz. Oh, look at this. I've never seen this. Keys to the game win up front, critical for the offensive line to hold it ground against the defensive front today. That's pretty cool. I wish they had that every game. Give me more presentation stuff like that. As we're going to try to run the ball here to start, and that's only going to pick up a yard. Obviously, the running game key for us, no doubt about it. Here comes a blitz. Outside, that's going to be a pick. So just like that, third play of the game, we try to force the ball, and it's picked off. Didn't see the corner drop back in there. Thought we had an open tight end for a first down. We don't. Florida gets the first big play of the game. So they take over with great field position as RPO down the middle of the field. There's Joel Adebo, the tight end, for the first down. With a 17, play action, looking. Belfort underneath Adebo again, another grab. And he's got it down to the 5-yard line as Florida trying to put this one in. Belfort looking, wide open receiver, touchdown, guess who? Joel Adebo. 3 catches on this drive and a touchdown. And Florida takes advantage of the interception, and they go in for the 7-0 lead. Let's try to settle down Alex Klutz here. There you go. Get it underneath. Get an easy completion, because he's going to have to make some throws in this game. There's no doubt about it. I mean, our running game has been fantastic. This guy's just been so good. But, I mean, really, we're going to have Klutz make some play, but a nice run there from Dalton Harris for the first. Play action, looking down the field. Time to throw. There you go. Very good pass there, finding Meade for the grab. Antonio Meade kind of been the #1 target, really has. And this is a solid drive. We're down to the 15. Hand this one off. Gabriel Joyner with the speed, and Joyner's in for the touchdown. So there you go. More of a balanced offensive attack. We needed Klutz to make some throws. He did in this drive. He comes right back down after the interception. That is fantastic to see the turnaround, because you just never know. In big games like this, younger players, if they make a mistake, do they dwell on it too much? Do they get it in their head and they just can't recover? We didn't see it there. Klutz, fantastic. Tie this ball game up at 7. Play action down the field. Belfort looking underneath. That's caught. And that's going to be a first down there for Dennis Hooks, obviously their leading receiver. And catches-wise, he's got plenty of time to throw. This is not what I want to see, but really good coverage down the field. And we force a throwaway on 3rd and 7. And Florida is going to punt this ball. Really good coverage down the field. That was great to see. And this one, that is an unlucky bounce. How that ball did not stay out of bounds and then be right there around the 7-yard line, I don't know. We got a break there. We're going to find Johnson again for another catch and a first down, utilizing the tight ends here early on. Play action. Haven't utilized that really enough, but there's nobody open down the field. Klutz is just going to throw this one away, and I think McDermott, or that's Thornhill. Kerry Thornhill is going to have a holding call against him. I'm so used to McDermott being the holding call, but Thornhill, holding call, knock us back. So a 3rd and 14. Klutz looking, has a man, and he just missed him. Meade had a step, couldn't put the throw in there. We'll have to punt the ball away. Here comes this Florida offense again. Tough to deal with, man. What a sling. That's a grab. That's a catch. Bobby Golden, first down, Florida. Last play here of this first quarter. Not sure if they were going to play off, but they do. Belfort looking, stepping up, fires down the field. That's caught. Touchdown. Sterling Hayden, who has been the absolute big-time playmaker for this Florida offense. And just like that, couple plays, touchdown to end the first quarter, and it's 14-7. We get 2 guys on him as well. It's crazy. All right, nice run there by Dalton Harris. See if we can answer back. Over the middle, that's caught. Guess who? Meade. I mean, we're just looking at Meade all day. It's really, he's been the guy. Here comes the blitz from Florida, but a great throw and a great catch from Antonio Meade. Going up and get it. That was fantastic. You're going to take the hit. Can we convert this? 3rd and 8. We had Meade again looking for him. It's going to fall incomplete. All right, well, let's see if we can knock a kick in. You never know with these. Kick is up, and it is good. So we get down the field. We get 3. Down 14-10. We just got to watch out for the big play. Go to the outside. That is going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down. Florida breaking through some tackles. Finally, Jaden Studio is there, but Davy Belfort is kind of lighting us up here at the moment. And the ball, nice stop. That was absolutely fantastic from Deion Tiffin, not allowing Katie Daniels to go anywhere. As Collins is a bit shaken up. All right, 3rd down and 5. Can we get him off the field? Tiffin with the pressure on the stunt. And we force a Florida punt. 3 minutes left here in this first half. Setting up a screen. Oh, Joyner, you got to grab that. If he catches that, he's got so much room in front with blockers. That could have been absolutely huge. So here comes the blitz from Florida on 3rd and 9, and what a grab! What a throw from Klutz, and he finds his receiver for the first with a fantastic catch and a massive 3rd down conversion. That was huge. Now he's going to scramble and get up near midfield for the first. So instead of that punt, that 3rd down conversion is absolutely massive. Now we hand the ball off. Dalton Harris with the carry, first down. Because we're getting really near field goal range. But obviously plenty of time left to try to put this in. As they bring the quarter blitz, you know what? We're just going to go out the other way. Klutz is going to scramble. He's got the first up to the 18. What a drive. I'm fine letting some clock roll as well. But we'll throw this one. Harris, touchdown. Absolutely fantastic. Alex Klutz, the true freshman, just making some fantastic throws under duress to keep that drive rolling. The touchdown pass there. And now with Florida going with 3 and out and more pressure from Deion Tiffin, we might have a chance to pick up some more points. Shelley back here with the return, cuts it up. That's a really good return. Up to about midfield. We still have 3 timeouts. There's 19 seconds left. Klutz gets out of the sack. Looking down the field, just gets whatever he can. We'll call our first timeout here with 12 seconds left. Throw quickly, get it to Mead. Up the field, Mead. We'll call our second timeout here with 7 seconds left. And you know, we can run maybe one more play. Keep this up the middle. Hand it to Dalton Harris. Harris just get down. He does. We'll call our final timeout here with 2 seconds left. And this will set up a field goal attempt. About 40 yards. Kick is up. Right down the middle. It's good. And what a way to finish the first half. I mean, that third down conversion was the biggest play of the game so far. Because of that, it allows us to continue the drive, go down the field, score the touchdown, and what a stop from the defense. And Klutz getting out of that sack. You can see we're owning time of possession right now. Obviously, Florida's hit some big plays. But if we continue to own that time of possession with our run game, if we can wear down this Florida front, you know, limit the possessions they have offensively, try to hold on to this lead, we can get this job done. But Florida starts off for the ball here in the second half. Belfort looking outside. That is caught. Broken tackle. We had him. But nice job from Bobby Golden breaking tackles. Picks up the first there for the Gators. 2nd and 8. Quick throw to the outside. But what a hit. Otay, what a hit. Knocks the ball out. Instead of a first, it's a 3rd and 8. It's around the edge. He just throws it up. But we got safeties back there. Oh, man. Gilliam should have picked that one off, but just falls incomplete. And we force a Florida punt. Get this run game. Now, Harris has been good all game. He really has. 15 for 105. That puts him over 100 yards. Like I said, if we can just continue to get the clock rolling, limit possessions, get that time of possession up, wear down the defense, I'm all about that. And Klutz is going to take off. He has been really good so far in this game as well. Just fantastic. Knowing when to scramble, making some throws after that, you know, interception start. He has been on the money as we get some really good blocks. Dalton Harris to the edge and for the touchdown. Dalton Harris, to me, he's been the best running back in the country. He has been so good this season. Near 2,000 yards. The sophomore has been unreal, but look at that blocking. Great blocking from Mead on the outside there. Tackle gets over, touchdown, and we're going to go for 2 to put this to a 14-point game. Trying to run it here with Joyner. That's not going to happen this time. But what a turnaround. You know, what a turnaround so far, I would say, for this. After that pick, like I said, you never know what can happen. Stuff can go downhill after you throw a pick, the third play of the game, and they go right down for the touchdown. But it's really kind of refocused us. I know we allowed that big touchdown to Sterling Hayden, but it's kind of refocused us, and we're playing outstanding football right now. 3rd and 13. Belfort back to throw, has some time, fires it. This is going to be caught, first down, but there is a flag on the play, and I think that's going to be a holding call on the Florida offense. That is a huge penalty. Man, that is massive. So knocks it back to a 3rd and 23 instead of a first down in really good field position. So they're going to set up a screen to the outside from Katie Daniels, but we're all over it. We bring them down, and Florida will have to punt. Man, what a penalty. What a play. Oh, he was wide open. There was nobody within 25 yards of Dalton Harris. Man, that's a massive play by the end there. As Klutz is going to take off. Klutz is going to lose the ball. And our first mistake since the first quarter. Klutz had the first down. He tried to slide down. but couldn't get there in time, and Florida takes over. Man, first real mistake there. They'll hand the ball off. Daniels has room to run. Daniels is going to be brought down before to the 24-yard line, but a really nice gain. Best run of the game for him. And man, up in front, nice tackle there. Jaden Studio, 101 tackle. You had to make it. He did. We're going to just go to the run again, and Studio is there. Interesting third down call. Not staying aggressive. And they're just going to bring out the field goal unit. I mean, it's still going to be a two-possession game. I don't understand that call there, even if you make this, and they do, but it's 26-17. I don't know about that. Unless you have, plans of going for it there. But that is interesting. So they do get 3 off the fumble. This Klutz doesn't fumble this time, but picks up now yardage to make this a 3rd and short. Looking outside. There you go, Isaiah Null. Big grab, nice throw, leading the receiver. We see them throw sometimes where it's just a little behind, falls incomplete, but not this time. Great throw, first down. This Klutz is going to keep it himself. He'll slide down before taking the hit there on the read option. 2nd down and 2. Joyner in the backfield. And he's going to keep it again. If they keep crashing that in, we'll do that. Slide down. There we go. We'll pick up the first down. Continue to keep that clock rolling here in the 4th quarter. 8 minutes left. Dalton Harris. Harris with some great blocks. And he's in for the touchdown. There was a lot of mess there. Wasn't quite sure, but he just scoots through. Gets a great block down the field from his receiver. And Dalton Harris is putting on a show here in the national championship game. He is racking it up here today. So we try to go for 2 because this would put it at a 3-possession ball game. Harris fires. Oh, Meade. That was like a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Just needed a little bit more touch on that, and we would have the 2. So it is still a 2-possession game here. They hand this off to Daniels. Daniels has got the first. And honestly, if you want to keep running that ball, I have no problems with that. Yeah, I have no problems, especially when we do that because the clock just continues to roll. We're under 5 minutes here. Florida, I think, just has to have to, a little bit more sense of urgency. That's what you need down the field. There you go. Big time grab, first down there from Dennis Hooks. But they need more of that. We just got to play everything in front of us. No big plays. And you got to make tackles. That has to be a tackle there. Daniels gets away from 2. The clock rolling here. 3 minutes left in this ball game. 2nd and 3. I don't know how we just leave them wide open there. What are we doing? Gilliam finally brings them down, but down to the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal from Florida, trying to score before the 2-minute timeout. Belfort looking. Has time to throw back in the end zone. That is caught. And there's Joel Adebo again for the touchdown, his 2nd of the ball game. Florida just kicked the extra point, and it's still an 8-point game. The thing is are they going to go onside? And yeah, just kick it off because you have the 2-minute timeout. You have all 3 timeouts. So all we have to do is get a couple of first downs, and that's a huge start. Dalton Harris with a big run and a first down as Florida calls their first timeout. Really, if we get one more first down here, that might be it. Harris with a run, and this time stopped. Still picks up around 4. 2nd timeout there for Florida. 2nd and 6. They have 1 left in the 2-minute timeout as Dalton Harris, and honestly, that might have helped us out. He stopped short because now, if we get this first down, it is ball game. 3rd down and 1. Hand it to the guy, Dalton Harris. He's got the first down. That'll do it because Florida can't stop the clock. It'll go down to the 2-minute timeout. We could just kneel this one out, and that will do it. Purdue, the Boilermakers, here in season number 4. We have finally did it. Drew Brees, the alumni, has brought Purdue's first national championship. Wow. Honestly, I think we kind of dominated this game. We made some mistakes that kind of kept Florida in the ball game, but this team played so well here today, and it showed. What a job. We are national champs. Man, Dalton Harris is just the man. Dalton Harris is just unreal. Alex Klutz, kind of a normal stat line, 13 of 21, 156. Nothing crazy, but just key conversions on third downs. But Dalton Harris, 25 for 212, 2 touchdowns, and Klutz had 87 yards on the ground as well. So Klutz really just showing that dual threat ability, picking up key first downs with his legs as well. Man, what a game. What a game. We get the job done. Like I was just saying before this game, I wasn't quite sure if we were even going to get to this point ever in this dynasty. I just wasn't quite sure. So Dalton Harris now has the yardage and touchdown record for Purdue. He's only a sophomore, so he would be able to return. And there you go. It is fantastic to see. National champions. We get it done. I wanted to see, let's see Dalton Harris. He had 305 for 1,936 yards, 21 touchdowns, 16 runs of 20 plus. I mean, Klutz had 746, and he had 15 runs of 20 plus. So Alex Klutz put up, I mean, he had a great season really running the ball. And we expected that. We knew what he was, but we are on the list now. Undefeated season, 16-0. The first time, since the 2023 Michigan team, unbeaten, but we are national champions. You can say that there. There you go. So that leaves us with, what do we do now here in this dynasty? That's going to be the real question. Do we run it back for season 5? Do we try to defend? Kind of like the Chicago Bears franchise, but differently in the sense that we'll have to go through all the recruiting aspects and stuff like that, which I can kind of skip around that. Or do we just go somewhere else? Do we kind of maybe create a new, because we can create a new coach. Do we stay in this dynasty in the sense and just, continue from this point forward, maybe rebuilding another team? I'm not quite sure. Honestly, this is where feedback's probably more important. Anybody, what do you guys would like to see? Because honestly, I'm kind of up in the air. I could end it here and I'd perfectly be fine. I could go into, like I said, go into another team. I don't know about, we'll see about running back another year. You could sim a few years, see what happens, things like that. But honestly, feedback, very important here. Just let me know down below what you think you would like to see. And we can kind of go from there. But until I decide something, we'll see. It might be another week or two before something like this comes out, depending what the decision is made. But thank you guys once again for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Just continue to hit that like button, subscribe for more. Like I said, let me know down below. And I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.